met and Zoom, and that's the only time we've met so far too. We wait for the day that we actually get together. But Nicole is in St. Louis, and Heather, you're from St. Louis as well, right?
Yes. Yeah.
So her and Dana are college friends, longtime friends, and it just kind of trickles down, and we all just share the love to those that we love and mean a lot to us. So that's kind of what brings us here. So Heather, we're so excited to be doing your first Fab 5 call, so you can share as well. But Nicole, I'm just going to kind of pass it over to you.
Sure, absolutely. And I will be pretty short and sweet tonight, just to be respectful of everybody's time. But as Sarah mentioned, I'm Nicole. I live in St. Louis. I have a 12-year-old daughter. And in addition to sharing these amazing products, I also am a travel agency owner from home. So that has been very interesting during these times for sure. But I just wanted to share my story with you, how I came here, and just touch on some of the products and who Q Sciences is, what our opportunity means, how we are also passionate, and kind of go from there. So I'll start with Q Sciences in general. We are a ground floor company. They were the very first product that was created. This used to be called Empower Plus, and it's now called Q Max. It was originally sold out of doctor's offices and chiropractic offices. And this was founded and created. It is our brain health micronutrient. This is the product that had me take the leap of faith to Q Sciences after 6.5 long years in another health and wellness realm. So my story, I'll kind of start there. I have always been a hot walking mess, always, from terrible genetics. They run in my family. My cholesterol has always been terrible. Even when I was a kid, I didn't really understand what that meant. But the older that we got, it was very alarming for me. My work did a biometric screening some years ago, and my cholesterol came back at 381. And when your cholesterol comes back that number, you are called a walking heart attack, a ticking time bomb. In addition to my terrible genetics, I was exhausted all of the time. I would wake up exhausted. I would take naps in my car for my corporate job. And I was made to feel that this is just what happens when we get older. I couldn't eat certain things. I would be timed to the closest restroom, IBS, colonoscopy, endoscopy. I also suffer from endometriosis. That had gotten tremendously worse the older that I had gotten. I look at my daughter and she is like a gift from God because I didn't think that I was going to be able to have kids on my own. And with endometriosis, it is something that is uncurable. And it is also something that there are so many options out there to help someone with that. But I really wanted to get to the root of the cause instead of putting Band-Aids over symptoms. And I really wanted to find out in a holistic approach how to help myself. I had become my own health advocate. I was on medication after medication, and I'm not against pharmaceuticals by any means. I know that there are a lot of medications out there that really help. But what I was currently battling was every medication I went on was creating side effects of things that I was trying to get rid of. And so I got to a point where I was desperate. I had hit rock bottom. I had anxiety. I had lost my dad. So along with losing a parent came depression. I was just spiraling in a direction that I no longer recognized who I was looking at in the mirror. I'm a very positive, happy person. And I went through a long period of wanting more for myself and not wanting to feel tired and just dragging all day long and having things control me from, such as endometriosis. Shingles 3 times before I was 35. I mean, talk about just sick, low immune system. So this product, the Q Max that I had talked about, I was in an arena where I was really evaluating my own health. And my father-in-law was diagnosed with Alzheimer's. This was a year ago. Someone who I know, love, and trusted, for some of you with Q Sciences, her name's Kendall. She is the person who introduced me to this amazing company and products. I saw her post on Facebook. Sorry, I'm checking the waiting room. Okay, Dana's joined us again. I saw her Kendall post on Facebook about this product in general, QMax. And I saw her talk about that this QMax product has 34 third-party medical studies on it alone. It has $25 million of institutional research on this product alone. Not only is it our brain micronutrient, but it is also like our multivitamin on steroids. So along with these studies come with ADHD, ADD, anxiety, depression, autoimmune disorders, hormonal balance, migraines, all of the things that are studied for this particular multivitamin alone. So I saw Kendall post about this. I got this in my father-in-law's hands, and you guys, within a month, passed his driving test, sharper thinking, brain fog gone, new man. And the reason why it's working for him so quickly was that because it crosses the blood-brain barrier, which aids in so much more absorption and processing in our system, but it's also fully methylated. So if you don't know what fully methylated means to you or what it could mean to you, over half of the world's population is deficient in a certain vitamin, mineral, nutrient that they are not able to absorb. So if you've ever taken a multivitamin and you go to the restroom and it's neon colored, it means it's literally running through your body and you're not absorbing it and taking it in. You will not find that with this. This is the very first vitamin I have ever taken where I can feel it working. And I know a lot of women on this call can attest to that. You can feel this working. And we can send you the graphics to these products, but you'll see all of the essential amino acids, vitamins, minerals in this product alone. They have recently reformulated, which I'm still waiting for my bottle to come, and I'm so excited. This is QMax. QMax Premium is what they have reformulated to. It is exactly identical to the ingredients as the original QMax, which is still loved by so many, except the ingredients in the premium are now more chelated, and everything in the multivitamin is methylated. In the original, it's vitamin B12 and folate in the methylated forms. Now for the premium, everything in is methylated. So it's even that more supercharged. I didn't even understand the fact that this could get better than what it currently is, and it has. So that QMax Premium is what is now available for everyone. So I saw my father-in-law's health absolutely progress into this just explosive, mind-blowing. Everybody was so emotional and they were just, this is amazing. He had taken it to his team of doctors. So in seeing his success and trusting my friend Kendall, seeing her success with mental health, her success with her special needs daughter, I decided to take a huge leap of faith. I have a love for gut health. I know gut health is our second brain, so it controls a lot of things. So I started on the QMax, and I also started on this is one of my favorite products, on our Align. This is our natural anti-inflammatory. This is fantastic. It helps with chronic pain. It helps kick inflammation down to the cellular level. So if you think of inflammation, inflammation is the precursor for so many illnesses, diseases, things, puffiness, bloating, all of the things. This can also help, in addition to chronic pain, this can also help, again, with bloating, with puffiness. Some people have such success with helping with weight loss if somebody has weight to lose. But I know a lot of, again, women on this call have had such success. I have been personally in chronic pain from endometriosis for over a decade. And it just got to the point where, I would go to sleep with a heating pad. I would wake up with burns on my abdomen because that's, you fall asleep. That's what you do. I was having my life controlling, having those pain, controlling my plans, canceling things left and right. Day 7, you guys, day 7. And I always knock on wood. I have been pain-free since day 7 on taking this product. And I'm going to keep going and introduce you. I started slow, but I really then dove into finding that I loved all of the things. So Vitalize, Women's Vitalize. These two were game changers for me in addition to the QMax that what I talked about. Women's Vitalize is made up of 8 aptogenetic herbs. These herbs and the formulation of Vitalize, which is also fully methylated, helps meet a woman where she is in her life cycle. We also have a Men's Vitalize that's fantastic for men, but this Women's Vitalize is amazing. So basically, it's not adding estrogen, it's not adding hormones, it's taking what you have and bringing it all to balance. So this is a fantastic product for complete women's support, and the herbs together that are formulated are fantastic for your body, whether you are in preteen years, childbearing years, premenopausal, postmenopausal. We have so many testimonials out there from, you know, hot flashes and menopausal symptoms, as well as endometriosis, which I suffer from, PCOS, fibroid cystic. So all of the things have been very helpful with Women's Vitalize. And this is a product that there's an ingredient in here from South Africa. So when the travel mandate hit with COVID, this was one of the products that was really on backstock because of the travel mandate. It's hard to, you know, keep this in supply. And I'm never one to want to run out of products to see, you know, the trial and error to see if they work, because that's just not how my mind works. But I did run out of this, and I could absolutely tell, and I will order multiple bottles now if I have to ever have this not in my hand. So this is a fantastic product. We can also send you the graphic on this. We have a holistic health practitioner here at Q Sciences that is responsible for all of the intentional ingredients in our products. His name is Dr. Stephen Kimberly. We have podcasts where he is talking about these specific products, what these products can do. And he stands true behind all of the science that goes behind these products. That's one thing that I can say and attest to all of us. We are very confident with what we stand behind, because there is so much out there. But when we say, you know, Align helps with chronic pain, or QMax helps with anxiety, we're not just saying it helps with. We have clinical studies to show the proven statistics of how it's helping people. So that is something that has been very passionate for a lot of us who are research gurus, who are wanting to put the best quality products to those people that we know, love, and trust. I was someone who was completely against supplementation years ago. I didn't think I needed it. Diet and exercise was enough alone. And through my research and through my understanding of gut health and mental health, I know that we are depleted in so many areas, and that even if we substitute one thing that we're deficient in, it can make a world of difference. So that's a little bit about QMax, Vitalize, and Align. This is another product that I wanted to touch on. This is called Trim. Trim, if you're looking at it, just the title, you're going to think immediately weight loss. Yes, it can help with weight loss if you have weight to lose. But people who are also looking and interested in thyroid support, balancing blood sugar, Trim is going to help offer that support. This can also help with blocking carbohydrates from turning into glucose in our system. So this is loved by so many people. I know a lot of people who like to pair Trim and Align together for that additional support of inflammation and to assist with thyroid, blood sugar balance, weight loss. You have it. So that is Trim. I've talked a little bit about what Q Science is. They're kind of divided into two sectors. The first sector is their nutraceutical sector, which is their vitamins, minerals, supplements, and the other sector is their full spectrum fuse hemp oil. Hemp, if you are not familiar with this is something that was very new to me. I did not understand it. When I first heard about hemp, I'm like, that's marijuana. It's absolutely not. It is completely different. There are so many kiddos, adults, senior citizens on this full spectrum fused hemp oil. And I know that hemp and CBD is very popular right now. You can go to your local gas station, don't recommend it, to purchase something along those lines. And I'm going to tell you what makes this a little bit different and why this stands apart from everything else out there. I wanted to show you there is a scan code, and it's actually on all of our products. This is called a QC code, quality control code. You can actually scan every product from your phone, and it will pull up the ingredient list, where it's derived from, the clean ingredients that you're receiving in the product, which is very unique and special, so that you know and you can trust on what it is that you're taking. This full spectrum fused hemp oil is sublingual. So it works sublingually. So you're going to put, the cap is the dropper. So you're going to put a dropper full under your tongue for about 15 to 20 seconds, hold it there, swallow, you're set. It has a 15-minute onset, which means that if someone is experiencing a migraine, pain, lack of sleep, it will work very, very quickly. The reason why this is so important is that it's temperature stable. So when this is temperature stable, it means it's going into your body. and it's not altering the chemical imbalance of your body, which is the reason why we have so many doctors, nurses, police officers, firefighters, people who would never be able to afford to have a negative drug test or a positive, you know, showing THC in their system. We have not had one person that has been on the fuse that has shown a positive drug test because of the temperature stability and the bioavailability of how it's derived, which is very important for so many parents who have kiddos with epilepsy, with autoimmune, with anxiety, depression, ADHD. They need to feel confident and comfortable to know what it is they're putting into their child's system, and they can feel comfortable with the Fuse full spectrum. We do have a short video that we can send you as well to show you how this is different. This is also water soluble. That's another important factor. Most CBD oils out there have an absorption rate of 6 to 20%-ish. Because our Fuse is water soluble, you think of oil and water. So water is, our bodies are composed mainly of water. So because it's water soluble, when it goes into our system, our bodies are recognizing it as water and absorb it all the way through, where it's always intended to do in the cannabinoid system, receptor system. When you have an oil-based oil, which most of them out there are, oil and water don't mix, which is why the low absorption rate. This absorption rate goes up to 86%, which is why people feel the difference so quickly. I would say for dosage, if you are someone who is taking this for chronic pain, for autoimmune, for epilepsy, for illnesses or things that stay with you on a daily basis, I would recommend a dose in the morning and a dose at night. If you are someone who is taking it just for specific things that happen to come about, if you have a fall, if you have a migraine, onset migraine, 15-minute onset works absolutely quickly. It comes in cinnamon, mocha, berry, and unflavored. We also have a pet hemp oil for our furry friends that has been very well received by the owners of helping their dogs, their cats. So that is a little bit more about our Fuse full spectrum. This is also formulated to where you can mix it in smoothies and coffee, and so it's not going to lose its benefit if you're mixing this in food. So that's a little bit about our Fuse. Two other things, and then I will wrap it up. This is one of my favorite products as well. I don't know if any of you on here are on a probiotic. I have tried so many because of my debilitating stomach issues. My most previous, before Qbiotics, I was taking up to 4 a day for over 3 years. I was never able to wean down because that was just my required dosage for what I needed, or so I thought. So I was spending a lot of money on multiple bottles because that I was just going through them. I take one Qbiotic and I take it at night because you're supposed to take it when your body is at rest. It does the best work, and it has done the trick and more. So this is very important. It has a patented time delivery release system. So if you were like me, when I first started probiotics, I'm like, oh, the refrigerated ones are the best, because I don't know why I thought that. That's just what I was taught. The temperature for a refrigerated probiotic has to have that temperature for that good bacteria to survive. When that refrigerated probiotic enters your system and hits the temperature of your stomach, most of the good stuff is killed off because it is not formulated to survive that hot temperature, which means that by the time it gets to where it goes, you don't really have much good stuff to replenish. This is formulated to not start working until it hits your intestinal tract, where it does its job, removes the bad and replenishes with the good. So this is not only a probiotic, it's a prebiotic, a probiotic, and it has aloe vera in it, to where they call aloe vera the party bus of nutrients to take healing where it's meant to go. And then two other, these are, I would do a disservice if I didn't touch on these because these are not talked about enough and they're amazing. We have vitamin sprays. They are delicious. They are great for kids. They are great for adults. They are great for on the go, for someone who doesn't like necessarily swallowing capsules. We have vitamin A, vitamin B, vitamin C, vitamin D. We have a boost, which this one is, it's for metabolism. We have a relief spray for pain. And we also have my favorite, which is our sleep spray for someone who is addicted to over-the-counter sleep aids, can't fall asleep, can't stay asleep. These sprays are intended for about 6 to 8 sprays directly on your tongue, sublingually. So the quickest way for something to enter our bodies is intravenously through an IV. Second quickest way is sublingually. So 6 to 8 sprays on your tongue and you are set for the day. That's the dosage. These last for about 30 days. They're absolutely incredible. And I have all of them now because I started with the sleep spray, fell in love with it. The vitamin B spray was my second, and I've just kind of gone from there because I like giving them as gifts, and I also love them for my daughter. We do have a natural, clean energy drink called Sport. This is our newest flavor. It's dragonberry. So if you are someone dragging all day, you like a pre-workout drink, you like, you're a mama on the go, and you need some assistance, natural, clean, sustained energy all day long, they come in packs such as this, mix it with water, and it's delicious. So those are some of the products that we have here on hand. We have one other product also that is pretty new to our line of products. It's called Armor. Armor is our adaptogenic mushrooms. And who would ever think that you could drink mushrooms, right? It's delicious. It is a chai flavor. So a lot of people have been really enjoying this powdered mix in their tea, in their coffee. I know some people are making smoothies, but it is for all around immunity. Our company here at Q Sciences are really focused on putting the best quality products in the hands of their customers and their ambassadors. And with the pandemic, when that rolled out, they were all about immunity support. They were all about making sure we had the right products at the right time to give to people for that overall health and wellness. I think more than anything now, mental health is such a huge factor here in our world, as well as overall health and wellness. So we have the products that really hone in and focus on the needs of what everyone is looking for. In addition to the products, we also have an amazing opportunity here that has just blessed so many people, especially during these times of pandemic with loss of jobs, furloughs, reduced hours. We have an opportunity here where we have a very simple duplicatable system where we are sharing what we love with other people, and the compensation plan that they have set up here has offered such financial freedom to so many people. And that's their goal here, is to have every ambassador be financially free. They have something, we are compensated in a very special way that I have never seen before. It's called the Financial Freedom Movement. The Financial Freedom Movement is basically from day one of taking that leap and joining this opportunity, you have free financial consulting from day one. Completely free to you, and part of the Financial Freedom Movement. They're here to help us get our financial house in order. But when you reach a certain point in the company, they start contributing to a debt or a savings plan of your choice. It's absolutely such a beautiful thing. I have been able to be blessed with that opportunity to be able to help my daughter in her private schooling. I know my friend Kendall was able to pay her car off 5 months early in the midst of a pandemic after her husband even lost his job. So the Q Sciences income has been a lifeboat for so many people. But the way that it's set up is such a generous blessing that you're finding this culture in the community here where everybody is winning together. You're cheering everyone on. It's kind of like walking into a group of life cheerleaders. And it's not something that I ever thought that I was needing, especially when I was coming here simply, what I thought for myself was to feel better, help my father-in-law. Then I started researching about what this opportunity can do, and it has absolutely blown me away. And I have met such amazing people. I've never met Sarah in person, or Heather or Stephanie in person, but I feel like I know them so well. And it's just been something that I know that even if I wasn't compensated a penny, I would stay here for the culture, for the products, and just seeing what they have done for so many people that I love. And I just can't wait to see where this company goes. But we are ground floor. We are the pioneers of bringing Q Sciences to the masses of people, to our friends, to our family, and just sharing our personal experiences. We are not the experts, we are not the doctors, but we are walking, living, breathing testimonials that can share with other people on what we have found. So that's just a little bit, a summary of the products here and the opportunity. If anyone is interested in hearing more about the opportunity and how this can be an additional stream of income, really meeting someone where they are, we are more than happy to have a completely separate conversation with you to share more with you about that as well. But I just wanted to kind of wrap up that. I'm sorry I went over a little bit, but I just wanted to see if anybody has any questions on any of the products that we touched on, or anything in specific that we can help send to you to see if this could possibly be a good fit for you, if where you are.
Does anybody have any questions?
Yep, any questions? Any questions on any specific products? I know we kind of went through a lot, but if anything spoke to you or stuck out to you, we can definitely send you, you know, some more information on that specific.